Hi, I'm Michelle.
And I'm Rachel.
We're here to talk about Kwanzaa, what Kwanzaa represents, how Kwanzaa was started, and where Kwanzaa is initially celebrated. Kwanzaa is celebrated in Tanzania, which is located in East Africa. Kwanzaa was created in 1966 by the chairman of African Studies in Los Angeles University. His name was Dr. Mukana Karenga. Did I say that right? Mm-hmm. Okay, great. He celebrated Kwanzaa. I'm going to get this right. Like I said, in 1966, as a result of the 1965 Los Angeles Watts riot. Dr. Karenga wanted to create unity among African Americans as a result of the riots. Kwanzaa means the first fruits of the harvest. And Kwanzaa starts December 26th and runs until January 1st. I'm going to hand it over to Rachel. She's going to talk about, the Kwanzaa principles. She's going to list them, and I'm going to...
we have 7 principles of Kwanzaa, and one of it is umoja.
And moja means unity. To strive for and maintain unity in the family, community, nation, and race.
The second one is kujichagulia.
That means self-determination. Excuse me. To define ourselves, name ourselves, create for ourselves, and speak for ourselves. This just goes hand in hand with the seminar that with the Zoom presentation we just watched a couple weeks ago or a week ago. Speak up and speak out. I think it's just really important. I like that.
The third one is ujima.
Ujima is a collective work and responsibility to build and maintain community together.
The fourth one is nia.
That means purpose. To make our collective vocation, building and developing our community to restore greatness.
The fifth one is kuomba.
To always, it's creativity, to do always as much as we can in the way we can in order to leave the community more beautiful than we inherited it.
The other one is imani.
That's faith. To believe with all our hearts to all people.
There was another one, ujamaa, which means cooperative economics, working to build shops and businesses together. And apart from the 7 principles, we have 7 symbols, the 7 items which are offset on a Kwanzaa table with the kinara in the house. And I'll take you through it. One of which is mkeka. Mkeka is a woven mat that is fabric or a plastic paper that symbolizes the experience and foundation, as you can see down here. The second one is kikombe cha umoja, this one here. It's the unity cup. It represents the community. It's filled with water or juice or wine, and a little is poured before them drinking, which is to remember the ancestors, the long gone ones. And the cup is shared between people, and each person take a sip. The third one is mazao. Mazao are the produce, and their crops, fruit and vegetables from the harvest, which are like mangoes, we call them maembe. Bananas, we call them mandizi. Pumpkins, we call them, oh God, I forgot the word.
Oh.
Cat.
Well, we'll edit that part. Well, it's all the harvest, the fruits and the vegetables. Is it mosaic?
Mazao. Mazao are the crops.
Okay.
Okay, and they listed like mazao, there's peaches, oranges. Okay, let's go. So there's mazao, which are the crops and fruit and vegetables from the harvest. These normally include bananas, which are mandizi. We have mangoes, which are maembe. We have oranges, which are machungwa, or other favorites. They are all shared among the people. We have kinara. Kinara is the candle holder. It represents the days and principles of Kwanzaa, which are 7 days, as Michelle stated, from 26 to the 1st. We have Mishuma, which are candles. The 7 candles represent the African flag, which is known as Bendera, which are black, red, and green. We have Mahindi, which you can see here, maize corns. The corns, this 1 ear of corn, of which each child in the family, if there are no children in the family, then the 1 ear is used to represent the children in the community. It represents the future and Native Americans. We have Zawadi, which are far on the end, which represents gifts given to children during Kwanzaa, the normal educational, such as book, DVD, or games. This also gives reminding them of their African culture. There are also sometimes 2 extra symbols, which is Bendera, a flag, which is not here though, a flag which has 3 horizontal stripes of black, red, and green. We have Nguzo, Saba posture, a posture or 7 principles of Kwanzaa. There's also a special greetings used during Kwanzaa in Swahili. It's Habari Gani, and you get to reply with Mzuri Sana. The principle for that day, Umoja, the first day, Kujichagulia on the 2nd, and so on. The Kwanzaa festival was created by Dr. Maulanga Karenga in 1966. Dr. Karenga wanted a way of bringing African American together and remember their black culture. Harvest of the first fruit and festivals are celebrated all over Africa, though in a different setting with different types of food. These were celebrations when people could come together and celebrate and give thanks for the good things on their lives and community. From this festival, so did the word Kwanzaa come from, and it was created.
Right, and as Rachel was saying, this is like another table where they're having the feast, which is a pretty large feast. These are just some of the food items, and you said the placemat for representation right there, and then we have the corn, and those looks like about like 3 or 4 ears of corn maybe in there.
So which means that there are 4 children in that.
Right, right. And then the canera, so excuse me, the canera, which they light up every day during the 26th of January the 1st. And we have the fruit and the bananas, which is all grown from the garden, you know, within Tanzania for the feast. So yeah, it's a pretty neat holiday. A neat holiday, what it represents, and really it's, like I said, it's celebrated in Tanzania, but you know, it was pretty much created here in the United States, which I think is really interesting. So I enjoyed learning about Kwanzaa. I hope you did too, and thanks.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.